most important fixture left in the Premier League calendar. United in their red strip, getting us underway, attacking the river end here. United, who've stuttered of late, are they haunted by their late season collapse of last year? Can they get back on tracks? But Norwich starting fast. Here's Phillips for them. Jeremy Goss. And away by Pallister. The first, I'm sure, of many headers for him. Culverhouse giving it away. Bound to be a bit of anxiety, tension and nerves. The players know how crucial this is. Cantona. Kanchelskis gets his first touch. His speed enables him to keep it in. A lot of red shirts in the middle for him if he can get the cross in. He can't because Mark Bowen does so well.
And he needed to. One against one situation there. He fancied the pace of Kanchelskis, but that was excellent defending from Mark Bowen. But it started exactly the way we thought. Frantic, pacey. You can hardly put your foot on it when somebody's firing a tackle in. But believe me, it will settle down.
Bruce getting it away. Here's Gary Nixon. What a season he's been having at Norwich after being a free transfer from Manchester City. Robbins back to Nixon again. This is aimed towards Goss. Sharp in very quickly. And Culverhouse with the challenge. Ferocious pace, as you'd expect, in the opening seconds. Remember, the stakes so high, Norwich can go 5 points clear of United if they win, but United will go a point ahead of Norwich if they should win. And United with the game in hand. Bruce getting this one away. Here's Megson. Phillips, not long towards Robbins here. Down he goes, no question that was not a penalty, I think, Andy.
Yeah, Gary Pallister didn't seem to do much except just get his body in the way of the ball. Steve Bruce gets a little bit confused there. When he could say, people might say he's leaning a little bit, but to me, he's just shepherding it back to the goalkeeper. Just a little bit of indecision from his defensive partner.
Fox, lovely chest control from the Norwich boys there. Fox again now. Lots of pace, lots of trickery. Phillips is wide, Robbins down the centre. And still Robbins, and that's a Norwich free kick in the most dangerous of positions.
That was a lovely, typical Norwich move. From their own 18-yard line, the ball didn't rise above the grass. Lovely passing movement. Good little runs there, and you see Steve Bruce just desperately to do nothing but just stick his leg out and bring out Mark Robbins.
Crook's already shown us this season what he can do from here against Nottingham Forest early on. Has the ability to bend them over the wall and into the roof of the net.
Well, what he'll be anxious to do is to get them 10 yards back. It's a bit nearer than against Nottingham Forest, so you'll want the wall as far back as possible so he can manoeuvre the ball.
Phillips is there as well. It's Crook who takes it.
Yeah, that's the problem, Ian, when it gets a little bit closer to the 18-yard line. You can get it up all right, but it's getting it down again quickly. You can imagine this is 4 or 5 yards further out, and it might well have troubled Peter Schmeichel. You see what he's trying to do. He's looking for that right-hand corner. Not quite accurate enough.
They don't call him Chippy for nothing, do they? Here's Irwin. Good little cushioned layoff to Cantona. Lovely one too. Good stuff that from United. Important interception from Bowen, but back in again, and Cantona closing in.
Yeah, that's only a yard away from Eric Cantona. Best bit of pressure they've had from Manchester United. Just watch as it drops down. It's just a yard too far in front of the Frenchman.
Cantona has it again. He's so strong on the ball. Ince was forward of him, and he's still got it as well. He's sharp.
Well, we talk about Cantona's flair and ability, but it was his determination and strength in the tackle that was important here. You see, he tries a little bit of skill, but it's here when he shows tremendous determination that wins him the ball. And Lee Sharp's every right to take the shot on.
Eric Cantona, who was only 11.5 months old the last time Manchester United won the title, and then I think ooh-ah was about all he could say. Here's Goss. Paulston getting it away. Crook. Norwich looking to build up in those familiar little triangles, so beloved of them. Culverhouse long, aimed towards Fox. Schmeichel is there. Sharp, that's nice from him. Cantona. And he's measured, the flag stays down, here's Giggs. Still Giggs, it's going to be a United goal, and Ryan Giggs puts Manchester United into the lead.
Well, the Norwich City players are furious. They're down at the linesman in this near side, asking whether Ryan Giggs was offside. It's a very tight one when this happens. Sharp and Cantona combine. And it's here, and he plays the ball through. Look at Ryan Giggs, it's not there for me. It's a number 2, I think, Ian Culverhouse, who's the key to the move. Was he level? Was he just a little bit deeper than his centre-backs? He certainly didn't think so. But when he got through, you don't expect Ryan Giggs to miss, and he didn't.
Here's Bowen. Robbins and Nixon trying to work the 1-2. United too wise for it. Ince. United who've won only one of their last 6 league and cup games away. That's a lovely ball from Robbins for Fox. Pulls it back for Goss. Tried the first time effort and was entitled to. Ince does well. Giggs, Leclerc, lovely movement from United. And Kanchelskis here is one-on-one. He's got Cantona square. He goes alone and he scores! Andre Kanchelskis with a remarkable goal for Manchester United really has put them into the box seat now.
Well, there was no doubt that there was no question of offside here. Lovely silky stuff. Look at Kanchelskis' run. Leclerc's beautifully weighted passes. My one question mark, where was Brian Gunn? I fully expected him to be closing them down quicker than that. But apart from that, anything Ryan Giggs can do, so can Andre Kanchelskis.
I thought the chance had gone here, Andy, when he went this wide and didn't play Cantona.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, if he hadn't scored, Eric Cantona would have something not very pretty to say to him in French, I'm sure of that. But I just wondered that when the ball was playing, I was looking for Brian Gunn. Goalkeepers were out there, and he must have been only 3 or 4 yards.
Look at Ince here. They've gone through again. Men in support as well. And here is Cantona, and that's 3. You can't believe this. Gunn is complaining to the linesman. He says it's offside. We have mayhem here, but Manchester United, incredibly, are 3-0 up, and Alex Ferguson is the calmest man in Carrow Road.
I bet he's not underneath. This must be beyond his wildest dreams. But what a magnificent driving run from Paul Ince. Just look at that. The Norwich City centre of the defence opens wide. Now it's here they're complaining. And it's not the forward pass we should be concerned about. It's whether Eric Cantona is in front of Paul Ince or whether he's level or behind him. You can't tell from that angle. But what a dream start from Manchester United.
Mike Walker, like everyone else, supporting Norwich, playing for Norwich, on the staff of Norwich, absolutely shell-shocked by all of this. Kanchelskis. And some ironic cheers as linesman Mike Bullivant doesn't raise his flag.
We can have a look at this third goal again, just to clear up whether... And the important thing here to look for is whether Eric Cantona, when Paul Ince plays the pass, whether he's in front of Ince or whether he's behind him. Let's watch it closely. As Ince goes into the box, plays it there, he's onside for me. The official that time certainly got it right.
Manchester United's desperation for the win here has been apparent in their performance, and here Cantona's got around Sutton, who brings him down. Now, what's the decision there? The decision is Norwich free kick. And it was Cantona fouling Sutton.
And the decision was given by the linesman that's been involved in all the controversy. And Chris Sutton should be grateful that he's flagging up in his favour there, because there's no doubt, had it not, then he might well have been making that walk down the tunnel. There isn't an awful lot in this, you know, and look at that, the way he's hauling him back. I thought he was lucky to get the decision, Chris Sutton there.
Kanchelskis has more than justified his selection so far. Cantona, and where was the marking there as Giggs picked it up?
It was Cantona again who dropped into that little deep slot where he's able to get the ball in plenty of space, turn around. You see him there, look at the space around him. Can look up, can pick his spot. And when you've got someone with the pace of Giggs around, then that's a dangerous policy.
Well, you can't afford to give Ryan Giggs that much space. He's already got one tonight. Give him a blade of grass and a football, and at the moment, this fella's a magician. At the moment, United's control is total. And Cantona nipping that away cleverly. Looking up to see what's on. What's on is sharp. He wasn't far away, was he?
He was not. And again, the instigator, Eric Cantona. Lovely skills to win the ball. There it is, he flicks it over his opponent, comes inside, but it's the weight of his pass that's important. The Sharks able to take touch first time, second one's a strike. Had that been on target, we were looking at 4-0.
What's going through his mind, I wonder, Andy?
Well, there's nothing he can do at the moment. I mean, he's got to just leave it to the 11 he's selected. We're going to just hope for a little bit of break. Hope for a break goes his way. Maybe a very close decision like the first goal, but Norwich gets something like that.
Cantona. Almost cheeky from United, this. Phillips down the line for Andrei Kanchelskis, the Ukrainian winger, who lists Pravda as his favourite newspaper. He might make a few headlines in that tomorrow, the way he's been playing Ince. And that is half-time, and it's a whistle, really, that puts Norwich City out of their misery, at least for 15 minutes. Kanchelskis getting one of the goals, Cantona another one, and Giggs as well in an 8-minute spell when Manchester United caused absolute havoc in this big Summit Conference in the Premier Division. An almost unbelievable spell from United. They really turned it on in that first half. Norwich a shell shock. Half-time here. Norwich 0, Manchester United 3. Alex Ferguson must have been very, very happy with developments in that first half. He affords himself a little half smile. Now, if Norwich are going to come back and score 3 goals, I have to tell you that only once in 43 games this season have they conceded 3, and that was against Everton. Andy?
Just looking at Alex Ferguson, you know what he's shouting to his players? The linesman, watch offside. You believe that? He's obviously concerned this half.
Well, Mike Bullivan, I think it's fair to say, was vindicated by the replays of the goals in the first half. So try telling that to the Norwich City players. Alex Ferguson a little bit worried whether there might be revenge. Surely things like that don't happen. Now, Ince. Here's Irwin playing it forward. Cantona with a typical little layup, and now Sharp. Giggs looking for the 1-2 with Sharp. Gets the cross into Cantona with a header!
Well, it's a great cross from Lee Sharp. That's his forte, that's what he's very, very good at.
Nixon for Norwich. They need something quickly, Norwich. Crook trying to get Fox in behind Pallister. And the little man did get in there, but Pallister made sure that no more harm came of that one. Well, that'll be about 3,400 quid, Gary.
Well, he wouldn't need a lens that big to get a close-up of that incident, would he? But this is what Lee Sharp, for me, is excellent at. As he plays a little ball, gets the delivery, but here, it's a first-time cross, but what he's good at, he puts it into the danger area. And that's an easier header than it looks. Made it easy for the goalkeeper, Eric Cantona, there. I'm a little bit surprised that Mike Walker hasn't changed it. I thought he would try and change it as early as the beginning of the second half. Perhaps he said to the lads, you've got yourselves into this problem. You know, I'm going to give you the 11 a chance to get yourselves out of it.
Win flicking it in, Giggs with the back header. Away by Bowen. United starting the second half in the style that they played during most of the first. Once again, McClare knocking the ball into space for Kanchelskis. Bags of red shirts arriving in the penalty area too. Kanchelskis across the face of goal, just wanted a touch. McClare still might be something for United. And Gunn just getting the fingertips to it.
Well, that's a fine save on Brian Gunn. But at least Sharp get a touch on this, and all he needs is a touch. What's Sharp? He comes to the near post and just doesn't get enough in the header. He couldn't possibly have missed. But this one, Gunn sees it all away. And that's a very fine save.
Bruce is here. Robbins there with him. And now Pallister. Oh, and Giggs has got in behind the two central defenders here. Arriving in support is Sharp and McClare and Kanchelskis. And he hits the outside of the upright with it. Crackerjack of a shot from the Ukrainian winger.
What a dilemma though Norwich have. Every time they have an attack, they've got to be concerned about the pace of Giggs and Kanchelskis in particular. But great vision again from McClare, a little touch there. You think there's no room for Kanchelskis to get the shot, but the way this United side are playing them at the moment, they're going to try anything.
Norwich will have other ideas. Bowen. Now with the tackle. Now Crook trying to orchestrate something in there. Culverhouse. United with 9 players behind the ball. Cross for Robbins! Goal for Robbins against his old club. Well then, how does that change things? United caught out. And Mark Robbins, well, he'll remember that one against the club where he spent 6 seasons.
Well, it's only just lazy defending, Ian. They've got plenty of bodies in there, you can see that. Robbins is 1 yellow shirt amongst 4 red ones. And all he's done, he's got himself behind Steve Bruce, a free header. Little Robbins doesn't miss many of those.
For once, Manchester United's defence going to sleep. And Mark Robbins with his 16th goal of the season. Now there might be something again here. As United break, 2 against 2, Cantona, through the middle is Giggs, this could be number 4, and Gunn makes the mistake this time and gets there, and Kanchelskis.
Well, I don't know about Gunn making a mistake, I thought it were 2 fabulous saves from a goalkeeper. That really would have been the final nail in the coffin tonight. And Ryan Giggs finished them off there. And the passing of Cantona that opens it up, but look at the keeper, he gambles and he gambles right, but look how quickly he's up on his feet to block Andre Kanchelskis.
Heroics from Brian Gunn. Cantona. Still Cantona. Look at this from Cantona, and oh, not quite. What a goal that would have been.
I think he just over-elaborates a little bit here. I thought he had opportunities. You can't think about enthuse over the skill of him, but just there when I thought he hit it, kept going, but again, Brian Gunn's vital touch.
Great work by Gunn. His legs just did enough. Giggs' corner. Gunn only one-handed. And Sharp couldn't get anything into the shot. We thought this would be a cracking game. It is. Giggs, Robson's made a run forward here. Look at this. Is Brian Robson going to score? He's not, because Gunn's there again. And I thought for a moment there that Brian Robson was on for his first goal for United in a very, very long time. First league goal. Ince, Sharp.
Just as I'm thinking, Brian Robson will be content to sit in the midfield area. There he goes thinking, oh well, I've had enough of this. I'm getting forward to show what I can still do.
Old habits die hard, I guess. A cuckoo. Fox. Off the outside of the foot, lovely ball. Phillips brings it down too, this is dangerous. And it just needed pulling back another yard, maybe or two, for Robbins, who closed in on the near post.
I think that was the only space he could put it into. Probably what it needed. What it needed, Ian, was someone attacking it. You watch Mark Robbins there, normally this is an area he'll go into. He's got to roll it there. You see the two United players blocking it, being pulled back.
Well, it does look here as if United will move to within a point of Aston Villa, both with 6 to play, and both will have a game in hand on Norwich. Ince from long range. Oh, he's hit the angle of post and bar.
It would have wrapped everything up for Manchester United. It's a long, long way out. But look at Brian Gunn. Doesn't move. He seems startled that it's come off the crossbar.
The whistle's gone. United have 3 priceless points here against title rivals Norwich City. They go into second place. Ryan Giggs with one of the goals, Cantona with another, Kanchelskis, who was on the bench, with the third, McClare, who had an outstanding game in the middle of the park. Hardly put a foot wrong, all energy. Knotting things together for United. Giggs, another exciting performance from him. The United fans love it. After 4 games without a win, they're back on winning tracks. Mark Robbins got a goal against his old teammates for Norwich, but it never really looked like being enough. Norwich 1, Manchester United 3.